episode 102 of Movies and Us. I'm TJ.
And I'm Marcus.
And this is the review show that reviews genre movies from the beginning, sometime. Today, we are covering the 1967? No, 65 release For a Few More Dollars.
For a few dollars more.
For a few dollars more. Whatever it's called.
And the original one is called, Per qualche doloro en puer?
Sure.
I can't speak other languages. Ow.
We decided that we're going to cover the rest of these movies.
Hell yeah.
Because we like the first one that much. And we're throwing them in here every other episode or so. I guess we'll go in the credits here.
Why, you want me banter or something with you?
No, I just had nothing else to say about that.
Okay. Yeah, they got one more movie after this one, so they should be grateful we're doing something different.
Anyway, this movie
it is only 3, right?
Yes, it's a trilogy.
Although there are some other spaghetti westerns that are kind of in the same vein.
Yeah, but they don't have the same character.
That's fair.
Anyway, this movie was directed by Sergio Leone, screenplay by Luciano Vincenzoni and Sergio Leone, and Sergio Donate, who was uncredited apparently. It was produced by Alberto Grimaldi. It stars Clint Eastwood, Lee Van Cleef, Gian Maria Volante, Mario Brega, Mara Krupp, Luigi Pistilli, Aldo Sombrelli, I should guess, Klaus Kinski, Benito Stefanelli, Panos Papadopoulos, that's right. Robert Camardile.
Oh, it's so good. Hip Hop Anonymous? Papadopoulos. That's a great name.
Robert Camardile, Joseph Eager, Antonito Ruiz, Tomas Blanco, Lorenzo Robledo, Dante Maggio, I want to say, Werner Brolet, Frank Brana, Jose Canellas, Rosemary Dexter, Fernando Di Leo, Jesus Guzman, Peter Lee Lawrence, Sergio Leone, Antonio Molino Rojo, Ricardo Patacios, and Carlos Simi.
I feel like you just picked the movies with the hardest names to pronounce.
Feels like that way sometimes.
Yeah. I mean, God bless you, because you did way better than I could have ever done.
Yeah, I tried to pronounce the umlauts when they're there. Anyway, box office?
Yeah, I guess, right? That's what you usually do?
I mean, box office and behind the scenes, so yeah. This movie is 2 hours and 12 minutes. It had a $600,000 budget and made $25.5 million. Doesn't sound like a lot, but that's a lot in that time.
It is a lot for that time.
In fact, apparently this movie was the highest grossing film in Italy, like it was in the previous one, and also in Spain.
Really?
Yeah.
Which makes sense, because this is a better movie than the first one. I'll give that movie right now. It's better than the first one.
Yes.
Yeah.
I actually think it's overlooked.
Yes.
Considering.
Yeah, and the villain and his co-partner, the characters are better. Budget, it's not a high budget movie, but you can tell it's improved upon they've come out from the first one. It's a movie. But yeah, the box office is good. I can't find the numbers for. Let's type in worldwide real quick. Keep talking, TJ.
You should have this already ready to go.
No, because I had it, but when this come out?
1965 in Italy, 1967 in America.
No, what day/month?
What day/month?
Does it say it on there or no?
December 30th, 1965 in Italy.
December 30th. That's not on here. Yeah.
And so it's probably in the United States box office, 1967.
It is, and that's the one I had up originally. And so it doesn't show you the $25 million for America in 1967. This because they've released all 3 at the same time in America for reasons.
Right, the 25.5 million is worldwide.
Worldwide, yeah. So I can't find that number, sadly. But for America, it placed above the where's it at? A few dollars more. It's above the original. The Fistful of Dollars came out at number 33. For a few dollars more, it made number 31, which is still not bad. It has $4.3 million in America.
Right.
Yeah. But it's not bad. It's, It's in the box office, the same as last year. Last year's top three, or last week's top three, is the same as this one. The Graduate, number one, with $104 million.
Why are you doing a repeat then?
Jungle Book, so you don't remember. Jungle Book after that, and The Gone with the Wind.
Is the last one on there? What number is the last one?
That is at number 26, The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly.
Okay.
American must have made 6.1
So why
million.
don't you do like 20 to 10 or something then?
Because these movies people I've never heard of, so it's not worth it.
Well, like, I'm interested.
Are you?
Yeah, I like to not know what you're talking about.
So this do you want me to do this one's number 31.
Yeah, but we covered these last week, the 33 to 30 or something.
Did we?
I thought we did.
I don't remember. No, we didn't. 'Cause I don't remember saying these words ever.
Okay, well then do 33 or 35 to 25 or something. I don't care.
Okay.
Just don't do whatever's not the next week's one.
So I'll do 35 to 37, because the next one's at 26.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
do the 30, do 40 to 30.
There's no 40. It's 35 through 1.
Okay.
So 35
They
through
only made
30.
35 movies in 1965.
I thought that are listed on here at the top. I know. It's weird. This is such a blunder. At number 35, box office of 1967 for America. Double Trouble.
That name sounds familiar, actually.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I want to say it's like Double Indemnity, but it's not probably. I assume it's like a comedy. I don't know.
Like, honestly, what comes to mind when that you say something is something like that Jean-Claude Van Damme and Dennis Rodman team-up movie,
Oh, God, TJ.
or a Mary-Kate and Ashley movie.
That's what I was thinking. Like, what's that twins movie they did? Parent Trap or something.
Well, no, Mary-Kate and Ashley didn't do Parent Trap.
Yes, it did.
No, they didn't.
Oh, that's Lizzie Lohan. God
Yes.
damn it. You're right.
Mary-Kate and Ashley did
Full House.
They did Full House, but they did a bunch of like I have younger siblings, so I had to watch a lot of these Mary-Kate and Ashley fucking movies.
I don't know any movies. They had like the detective one, didn't they? My sister used to watch some of their shit too.
Yeah, so like I've seen a lot of their stupid movies. Like I think it's like the Halloween one.
Hey, yeah. God, wow, TJ. First off, let's not disparage their movies by calling them stupid. Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen could be fans of ours. If not their sister.
That's why it reminded me, because the one movie is called Double Toil and Trouble. That's what I was thinking of. That's the one I was thinking of.
I'm gonna send it to my sister, because that's like a fucking flashback right there, TJ. Wow. What's it called? Double?
Double Toil and Trouble. That's what I was thinking of.
That's insane. I remember that movie. Anyways, flashbacks, TJ, thanks. At number 34, Easy Come, Easy Go.
I heard the name before, but
I have not, so I can't banter with that one. At number 33 was The Fistful of Dollars.
Mm-hmm.
Good movie. What did we give it last week? I feel like I gave it a 7 or 8, right?
I think you gave it a 7.
Good. So I think I'm going to steadily give each one a better score than the last. So, okay, so the last week was 7. I'm going to go with that. At number 32 was Caprice. It's a comedy, apparently, from 20th Century Fox. Made $4 million. Neither have I, TJ. Neither have I. I have no idea what it's about. Okay.
Well, it's considering it's in the top 30. You would think it'd be on one of your lists or something.
It probably is, honestly.
So,
I just texted my sister the video. The thing you just said, double, whatever, and she's like, "Oh my god, long lost childhood."
Yeah.
Well, I bring like, how'd you find that, TJ?
I told you I watched those movies a lot when I was younger. My little brother and sister used to watch them.
Yeah, god damn. But like, did you Google that? Like, how did you remember the name of that?
Well, that was when you said double. What was it? Double Team?
Double Trouble.
Double Trouble? The first thing that popped in my mind was Double Toil and Trouble from Mary-Kate and Ashley, and then I did Google it to check it to make sure I was right.
Okay, gotcha.
But yeah, but that was literally the one that popped in my head.
I was surprised. That's a good movie too.
I don't remember that, but okay.
Well, yeah. Let me redact that. We should review that, TJ. No, I'm kidding. After we reviewed Mary-Kate and Ashley movies. Now that's a niche no one's covered. Two grown men watching Mary-Kate and Ashley.
Well,
okay.
I wouldn't be against it.
I honestly am not against it. I don't want to do it, but I'm not shockingly against that. I kind of do want to do it now. That's a funny, ironic thing to do. Anyways, at number 30, I guess? Yeah. The Comedians. It's a drama made by MGM. Made $5.2 million.
The Comedians. With an S?
Yes.
Okay, so it's not The Comedian.
No, it's The Comedian. The Comedian is that's the Robert De Niro one, right?
Yeah, that's the one the Joker ripped off.
Yes, yes. No, they paid homage to. Okay.
No, they ripped off.
Yeah, I mean, yes, they ripped off, but it is what it is, right?
So
At number 29, it's a movie called The War Wagon. It's a western, so Native Americans. And
I
shit,
think I
probably.
actually know what that is.
That wouldn't surprise me.
I think I do know anything. I think it was pretty bad too, if I remember
I
correctly.
mean, at number 30 something. That doesn't mean anything. At number 28, El Dorado. That's it. Yep, El Dorado.
Like, I'm trying to remember. Like, see, we're in box office territory where I probably have seen more movies than you have.
Yes, because I've heard of some of these for sure. I just never saw them, so they don't.
'Cause,
I don't have any recognition.
Like,
of them.
when growing up, I grew up in the 80s, so obviously I've seen a lot of
yeah.
80s movies, but also, which means I've also seen a lot of 60s and 70s movies.
Yes,
You know what I mean? So it's like, but when he said El Dorado,
you're thinking a cartoon one.
I'm thinking The Road to El Dorado, I think,
Yes. That's a good movie, or was. I can't tell because I haven't seen it since it came out.
yeah. I don't remember.
And I'll do one more. Number 27 is How to Succeed in Business. ... So more to that. Okay. How to succeed in business without really trying. That's a sentence.
Yeah, I don't know that one at all.
Neither do I. But yeah, that's the 1967 35 to 30 or 27 or whatever I stopped at. I guess back to you.
I mean, there's not much behind the scenes stuff. I mean, they tried to get Charles Bronson again, but he was like, nope, it's too much like the original. Like,
Yeah, that's
okay.
and I understand that. That's like probably my biggest, if only, complaint about this movie. So I definitely see that.
I actually kind of disagree. I don't think it's that like the original at all.
Not that it's not like the original, but it's very.
It's got the same feel as the original.
Yes, and I think that's not.
But if you're looking at the script of it, the script is completely different.
No, that's different for sure.
And that's what Charles Bronson's like. The script is too like the original. And I was like, huh?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, he's Charles Bronson, so he's not right.
I'm surprised they tried to get Charles Bronson anyway. He doesn't seem like it was he that big of an actor?
Oh, God, yeah. Back then, yeah. Yes.
Like, I only know him from, like, Death Wish.
He was, like, the manly man kind of actor, so Death Wish, the big shit like that. Let's find him. He did something else I should know. Hold on. It's Bronson, man. Charles Bronson. Once Upon a Time in the West, the Western movie. The Magnificent Seven, a movie that's Western, that's based off of the Kazawaki song.
Yeah, I know what
Yeah. The Great Escape.
Oh, that's... Okay, he was in some big stuff then.
Yeah, he's Charles Bronson. So...
Yeah, I guess so. I actually own The Great Escape.
You should watch that too. I think I own the one at Bridge of the River Kwai. I think. I did watch Death Wish, and I did not care for that movie.
No, I mean, I actually never seen Death Wish either, but I've seen a few reviews on Death Wish.
Like, it's definitely a product of its time, but, white man taking the law in his hands.
Yeah, I know.
So, how cool is that, right?
Speaking of which...
Uh-oh. We're about to get political?
No.
Oh,
well, kind of. A little bit.
Okay.
Because, as per usual...
Oh, jeez.
The movie got bad reviews.
Which one? This one?
Yeah.
What?
It says received mediocre reviews from the New York Times.
Oh, come on. What do they know about anything?
And this is what they had to say about it. The fact that the film is constructed to endorse the exercise of murderers, to emphasize killer bravado and generate glee and fanatic manifestations of death is, to my mind, a sharp indictment of its as so-called entertainment in this day.
See, and this is why no one likes critics, DJ.
That's what I was going to say. I freaking hate critics.
Yeah, they're
so
worst.
Pretentious and
because they don't get it. Like, they don't get it, and I hate it.
Now, on the opposite end of that, Robert Ebert said it is one great old Western cliche after another, and said it is composed of situations and not plots, but nonetheless found it delicious.
I could definitely see where he's coming from with that way, like
well, that's because he's an actual movie guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whereas these other guys are like, oh, this is about murderers. They're uncivilized.
Well, the New York Times people could have been pretentious. We like artsy-fartsy kind of films, not this
that's
Western bullshit. So, like, that's why critics are very, and they just...
Well, I actually took it because this was an Italian film. It was like...
That too.
This is an American blockbuster.
Yes. This is what we do over here over the United States. This is bullshit. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, no. Like, it's like... Come on, to understand different cultures and different takes on shit.
I mean, obviously, contemporary reviews and newer reviews are much kinder to the movie.
Of course.
because it's got a 92 on Rotten Tomatoes, and like saying it's one of the more overlooked movies of the trilogies and stuff like that. So, but yeah, and also this movie, according to a British journalist, Kim Newman, said that this movie changed the way that bounty hunters were viewed by audiences from like from a profession of shame to one that could be like worthwhile citizens. So you can probably thank this movie for characters such as Han Solo.
Oh God, yeah, no. For Star Wars, I've taken a lot of shit from these movies, and even the new Star Wars, like the character Cad Bane.
Yes.
Come on, TJ.
Obviously.
Yeah. No, the Star Wars universe has taken a lot from the spaghetti western, just like that, and I'm fine with it. Like,
it's fine.
Yeah.
But like the reason why Han Solo is a hero instead of a villain bounty hunter is because of stuff like this.
Yes. And these movie series are very like good and revolutionary for a reason.
Yeah. All right, I guess that's behind the scenes stuff.
Okay.
I have no trailers because for some reason these old movies don't get trailers.
Weird, right?
Yeah. It's not even like it was the same DVD company. Like the last one I had was a 2-side disc. This was just one side.
Oh, really? Really?
It was just one side, yeah. Regular old DVD, still no trailers. So
I'm surprised. I'm surprised. Although, like, we got to advertise for back then, right?
Well, you would think they would want to advertise. Like, I'm sure they have other old DVDs that they want to sell.
That's true. Like the Shirley Temple things and shit like that.
Yeah, like there's plenty of other things they could sell. Hey, look, if you like this movie, check out the trailer for this movie. That's kind of what advertisement's all about.
No, I know, but I'm just like, I guess, yeah, go buy Dracula and a Wolfman and shit like that.
Yeah, I'm just, it's just weird to me because, like, I don't, as a consumer, popping the DVD and then getting to the movie is great, you know what I mean? I don't have to sit through anything.
Yeah, that's what you got it for.
But in the contrast of our podcast, it's like, You're taking content away from me. Come on.
No, that's weird though when you think about it. Like the fact we used to buy VHSs and DVDs and Blu-rays, any hard medium, and it would have advertisements on it. That's bizarre. I get why they did it, but that's a bizarre concept we all just accepted. Yes, this seems right.
At its core, trailers are advertisements.
Yeah,
but they're fun.
Yeah. No, I like it. I used to love a good trailer. I used to love good trailers, but it's just weird that we used to buy media to watch anytime we wanted to, and it would have ads on it. Like, this is weird.
Well, they have ads on it, but yet, like, one of the special features is the theatrical trailer to the movie you're watching.
Yeah, which I used to watch that shit all the time. Like, oh, trailer for the movie I'm watching? Yeah, play that.
Like, I had the trailer for this, but it was like, why would I give the trailer for this?
Was the trailer good?
I didn't watch it.
Oh, you should watch it right now. No, I'm not doing that.
I mean, the movie was already over 2 hours long.
That surprised me. I was like, why is this movie 2.5 hours or 2:10? Like, goddamn.
It is long and it feels long.
Yes, this movie's runtime is padded.
But
stand here and look at each other. I'm just going to cut between all you guys.
There isn't as much of that as it was in the first movie.
No, but there's still. I feel like they could have cut this down to 1:45 easily. Not saying feed my attention span and make it shorter, but this felt like it was padded.
I don't know. I feel I was more engaged in this movie.
Really?
Yeah, I actually really, really liked this movie.
Maybe because I saw it before, so as I was playing, like, oh yeah, I remember all this stuff, so I was slightly less engaged.
Well, I saw the movie too. Did not remember a thing about it.
Really?
So it was like watching it for the first time again.
Yeah, which is great. I envy that.
And I'm normally not like that. My memory is usually really good, but for some reason, these movies have slipped my mind completely.
Maybe because they all kind of seem the same, so it's like hard to tell.
Maybe, but I forgot how good this movie was.
Oh, it's fantastic! It's a good movie
because, like, the first one's a classic, but this one's just a straight good.
It's weird, right? It's just one of the few series and movies that they just slowly get better every each one.
Yeah, I would have to rewatch The Good and the Bad and the Ugly to know. Well, I think this one's my favorite so far.
And you know what's funny? This is the last time we see that character. Because the next one's a prequel, so you kind of see him beforehand, essentially.
Yeah.
It's like the last of his story that we get to see.
I mean, kind of ends with him retiring, so...
Yeah. Which makes sense.
Well, I know what's even better about this movie that I thought anyway.
What
is that? It stars Clint Eastwood, sure, but Lee Van Cleef is just as prominent.
Oh my god, TJ! So, wait, are we reviewing this movie now or no?
I mean, we're in the movie, yeah.
Okay, we're done with all the beginning stuff.
I mean, I can go back and do all that. This is the new format.
I know, but I don't know if we're just talking about it now or not. But yeah, okay, so we're just praising it right now.
Yeah, let's go.
Okay, yeah, I agree. Like having his Okay, because you don't know his character is going to be with him the whole movie. Like, but so you think
No,
they'll,
you
like,
think
kill
he's
each
going to be
other,
an
an antagonist or something.
yes.
But no, he's just along with them. There's like a mentor kind of thing going on. Like, this is refreshing. This is nice.
Yeah, and we don't know about his motivations. He just think he's after it, and then the reveal. What's an interesting reveal at the end? The adding of the girl thing was kind of strange.
Yeah,
because there is no like female for him to save in this movie,
which is fine.
Which is fine.
Yeah,
we don't need a love interest or anything in every movie, but like the added of that, I was like, why is this in here? It's like, why are we focused on the bad guys drama here?
Which I do like the bad guys drama,
but it's like, why are we exploring it if he's such a bad guy?
Yes.
If he's not redeemable in anything, so it didn't really make sense to me until it was like, right, of course.
Yeah.
He's the other guys. But what I want to bring up is that in the movie, we've learned that she's his sister.
Mm-hmm.
But apparently in the Spanish dub, it's his daughter.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Because, and watching this, I thought from the entire thing, oh, that's his daughter, right?
Yeah.
Or his wife or something. It was his wife, and that was him when he was younger, but wait, then he was dead, and that didn't make any sense.
I wonder why they changed it.
I don't know. I thought it was daughter the whole time too, but then I guess that flashback was a long time ago.
I'm here. I'm sorry. I'm just thinking, like, I wonder.
I'm thinking that flashback of him, murdering and raping was a long time ago.
Yeah.
Because they purposely give him gray beard in the present, and then in that flashback, it's pure black.
Yeah, that's true. His hair is all jet black still. Like, he looks young.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, who knows how long ago it was. All right.
But I do like that about the movie. It's like that ambiguity.
The ambiguity of it all. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, it's there just enough. Like, okay.
So the first act is just setting everything up.
Yeah.
We start off with Van Cleef or Douglas Mortimer, and we establish him as a bounty hunter. Then we go back to the man without a name, Manco, in this movie, and
I prefer this name too, Manco.
I mean, whatever.
I know it doesn't matter, but it's the name I prefer. That's all.
And then we establish him as a bounty hunter. He's still a badass.
Uh-huh.
And then we go and we establish the villain. And they're long scenes. They're like, we get a feel for each of these characters.
Yeah, and there's a good feel. I do like. Okay, the first guy they introduced, the one dressed in black. He's dominant. He's like, he knows what he's doing. He kills Supplejack in this movie. He does what he does. Like, this guy's got it.
And what else I like about him, they show that he's a bounty hunter too, but he's a different kind of bounty hunter.
He's
like,
seasoned.
Not only that, but he's like creative with his guns. He's got a horse rifle thing, like with a bunch of rifles on the thing on his horse and stuff.
Yes. Whereas Clint Eastwood's more of the brute, and he's it's immature and shit, so he's like more directly with it.
And he's more of just a straight up draw and gunslinger.
Yeah. Yes. And they're both great with their guns. Love that.
Yeah. And then, the villain's in prison and gets broken out and stuff. And they show how, just evil he is.
Uh-huh.
So, and that's just pretty much what the first act is.
Well,
Second act.
He's also evil, but he also has he's got nerves and shit like that. He's got like PTSD and shit. He's got character.
Yeah, but they don't really explore it.
They don't, which was sad to me. But like, at least they kind of introduce, like, this guy's not just a kind of one-note kind of person.
Like, his deal is he's a bad guy. Like, he breaks in. I guess he broke into this married couple's house, killed the husband, raped the wife, and then she shoots himself while he's, doing it.
Yeah.
And kills herself. So I guess that kind of scarred him.
I would hope so. It would scar me.
Because he freaks out at different points, but then at certain points he's shown as this brilliant mastermind, and he's faking half of it. So
yeah, I didn't like that. I didn't care for that.
So it's confusing. Honestly, the thing that really drove the movie for me is right from the beginning was the soundtrack.
Oh, you really?
I really got into the soundtrack, especially the watch.
Oh God, TJ, the watch, so good.
Just the little tune, the music box tunes throughout, and then when it gets to the crescendo, they pump in a really big music, and then it comes out, and then comes into little, just to fade out into it. It's awesome. I love the soundtrack in this. Every time the soundtrack, I was enthralled in the movie.
That surprised me because you actually mentioning your soundtracks, not you who you are. Yeah, I think again that's what I saw compared to the first one, the improvement upon just that made this movie stronger and just more grandiose is that good use of music in this.
Well, not only the use of music in the background, but the fact that the music was a plot point.
Yeah,
you know?
it drives the story for the characters and the plot. It's like, this is good.
Right, and like there's something about the spaghetti western music that just strikes me, and I really get in it. Just the whistling in it, and just because it's you can tell western music apart from any other kind of music.
Yes,
because it's just so distinct, and I really like it.
I love a good Western too. Side note. So have you seen the Tarantino movies like Django Unchained and Hateful Eight?
No.
Wow. Do you not like Tarantino or just because they're newer movies you haven't seen them?
I just know movies I haven't seen them.
I think you might like them.
Because I've seen, what else have you seen? I've seen Pulp Fiction.
Pulp Fiction, Jackie Brown, Kill Bill Volume 1, Kill Bill Volume 2, Reservoir Dogs.
Hold on.
Movie.
I've seen Kill Bills. I've seen Reservoir Dogs. I have not seen Jackie Brown.
Good movie. Underrated. One of his, not his best ones, but it's a solid movie. You said you've seen Kill Bill?
I've seen both Kill Bills, yes.
Hey, as you can tell, I'm a Tarantino fan.
What else did he do?
Hold on.
Did he do From Dusk Till Dawn?
He was in it. He wrote it, but he does not direct it.
Okay, well, I've seen that too. From Dusk Till Dawn.
Only directed like not even 10 movies. So let's go back to the beginning. Reservoir Dogs, Pulp Fiction. Have you seen Pulp Fiction? You said, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Jackie Brown, Kill Bills, Sin City helped direct a little bit. Grindhouse movie and Death Proof, which are okay. And Glorious Bastards. Have you seen that?
No.
Oh, so good. What? God damn it. What?
No, I haven't seen it.
Django Unchained, you said you haven't seen The Hateful Eight.
Nope.
And Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, which I didn't care for. And see, his movies, I think you would like him, but I think you would also think that he's pretentious. Did you like Pulp Fiction and Reservoir Dogs and shit like that?
I like Reservoir Dogs. I don't remember Pulp Fiction a lot.
Really?
I think I only seen it once.
Okay.
A long time ago. So, like, I remember parts of it, but I don't remember the whole thing. I think, isn't that the one that's, like, extremely out of order?
Yes.
I think that's why I don't remember it as well, because it's hard to put it in chronological order.
No, that's fair. Yeah, I don't know how, I don't know how you would take Tarantino overall. Like, you might think he's pretentious and, like, not great, but I think you might like him, too, at the same time, so.
I don't know.
But I do understand the criticism for him, but I do enjoy his work immensely. That being said, I think you would like Django Unchained and The Hateful Eight if you like the soundtrack to this movie and the storytelling overall. That's
I've always liked a good Western.
Yes.
Seen quite a few of them. Like, one of my favorites is actually Young Guns.
Really?
Yeah, I liked Young Guns. And Young Guns 2.
Yeah?
The original Young Guns is better, though.
Of course. The Quick and the Dead?
The Quick and the Dead, that's the one with, is that the one with freaking Leonardo?
Nah, I didn't see in that one.
As the kid?
I think he's in that one, yes.
Quick and, I think he's the one as the kid.
Yes, Gene Hackman and all that.
And the priest is forced into the tournament.
Yeah, movie, right?
Yeah, it's a great movie.
Yeah, I love a good Western, TJ, too. This is like nothing. I haven't seen enough of them. Like, Tombstone's on my list for forever. I gotta watch that.
Tombstone's really good, too. I remember seeing Tombstone. That was really good. True
Grit, the original and the new one's like pretty solid. There's a few on my list. I love Westerns.
Yeah, they're the same movie, but they're always entertainment.
Yes. Like the way, there's another genre like this. Like, you've seen one, you've seen them all, but they're enjoyable.
Yeah, well, you know what? They figured out the formula.
Yep.
And that's all you need.
Yep. You got rom-coms, you got horrors, you got westerns. Like, yeah, they're all the same things that they are, but I'll take them. Anyways, yeah, soundtrack to this movie is a good one.
Yes, I really liked it. But yeah,
I want what's that movie? That's that game, the Western video game, Red Dead. I want a Red Dead show or movie so badly, TJ.
A Red Dead.
Yeah, it's just I like westerns, man. Give me more of that shit.
You still make westerns.
Not enough, though.
I mean, it's not it's not like the heyday of westerns, but...
Fun fact, westerns were never that profitable. They're just so cheap to make. That's why Hollywood turned them over so much back in the day.
Well, I mean, they seem like they're cheap to make.
Yeah.
You just need a desert, a town,
yep.
and some props, and you're good to go.
Like, the last western I remember them making was this Magnificent Seven remake. That came out... God, late 2010s. So, yeah.
Well, I mean, you also had to figure, westerns were kind of like the retro thing of the time, if you think about it, because movies were relatively still new, and we were just coming out of that whole Western era.
That's true.
So, like, by the time movies really got Westerns really took off and hit, it was like almost like now they like what was it a few years ago where 80s was the big thing. It was kind of like that.
Yes. God, I would rather watch a Western though over an 80s nostalgia bullshit movie.
Yeah, I know, but the thing is, it was far enough removed that it wasn't nostalgia. But since the medium was so new,
that's true.
That you could go back and cover things that haven't been covered before.
Also, they're in California. They're like, we got a lot of desert out here. What can we film with this? Let's do a Western.
Well, to be fair, they recorded this in Italy.
Oh, true. I'm saying the other Westerns, though, like American Westerns. Right. Yeah.
I mean, even if they were in California, it's like, we could go next door to Nevada.
Yep.
Plenty of desert there. Anyway, so that was the first act. And then the second act is figuring out the big guy's plan, and then the two bounty hunters coming together and working as a team and working against the bad guys, essentially. Great scene when Clay confronts Van Cleef's character.
Yeah, oh my God.
Where they just shoot each other's hats.
Oh, I remember when I first saw that, like, that's storytelling. That is visual storytelling right there. No words exchanged, just shooting each other's hats. So fucking good.
Because Clint just keeps shooting his hat, and Van Cleef's character, Mortimer, just doesn't seem angry. He just keeps going over and get his hat over and over.
Yep.
And then he shoots Clint's hat in the air and over and over and over again, showing that he's just as
skillful.
And so there's this giant confrontation, then we cut to them inside drinking with each other.
God, see, just want like movies, because I feel like these big movies like that don't have visual storytelling like that anymore. And it's like, God damn it, man, I miss it. Inspiration and creativity and shit. God.
Well, you only have $500,000 to make a movie.
That's a thing. Like, that's what you do, man. Sorry.
So, here's a question for you.
Yeah?
How did they do that? Did they use real bullets?
String. I mean, the 60s, probably. Who the knows? No, because they would have destroyed those hats.
Yeah.
Just strings and wire.
Like the little things that I noticed, like during in the end gunfight, there's a gunfight and Clint's next to a building and he's getting shot at by the other guy. You can see the bullet marks next to him.
Those are squibs. They fit like little explosive packs into the thing.
Okay.
Just
I don't know how movies are made.
No, they're really cool. They don't use those anymore that much because they're little mini explosions. They're explosive. They're dangerous. Well, like when a person used to get shot back then, they have little squibs on their body full of blood packs. Used to hurt the actors sometime and get like little bruises on them, so they don't do that anymore for safety reasons. Well, it looks better.
Right.
You get more of a performance. But yeah, just squibs, like little things pre-planted.
Okay, I gotcha.
Sound effects sell things a lot too, obviously.
I was just noticing a lot in this movie, I guess. I was really into it.
Yeah, I'm glad, TJ. That makes me so happy to hear. It makes me really happy to hear, TJ.
And then, they're working together, and then the whole third act is, obviously, they get caught.
Yep. Shocker.
Like, there's every movie, you can tell the formula. The hero's gonna get caught at some point because he's got to hit his low point. Although it wasn't as bad this time around.
No.
They get caught and then they get released by the bad guy so he can kill all of his henchmen, so he doesn't have to share the money,
which is clever.
So, like, when they stole the money, Clint took the money up onto the roof.
Yes. We
didn't see him throw the money in the tree, though.
No.
So I just thought it was on the roof the entire time.
Yeah. I had the same problem when I first saw it. I remember this being an issue when I first saw this. It was probably like a scene cut out somewhere or something.
Yeah, probably. Anyway, so they get caught, they get released, and then this giant gunfight, all the guys get. It comes down to bad guy, Van Cleef, because all throughout the whole movie, Clint's saying, I'm going to take down the bad guy, and he's like, sure, and then he's like, I got this at the end, and he's revealed because the bad guy, like, killed his brother, raped his sister, and caused her to kill herself. So, and he still has her watch,
which I'm completely like. Usually, I would complain about this kind of shit, but since they're not related, I'm happy. If he would have said, "I'm your brother-in-law" or some shit, like really, but
who, the bad guy?
Yeah, because movies nowadays they gotta be related somehow.
Oh,
like the vendetta is because he's my brother who raped my sister or some shit. Like no, it's just. He did harm to my family. That's fine. Great. I like this. This is good.
No, that wouldn't make sense in the Western context.
There was a movie that came out. Okay, yeah. It's called The Harder They Fall on Netflix. People like it. I hated it because it's like a Tarantino-esque movie, not directed by him, so don't do it well. Anyways, the twist is, okay, the thing is, bad guy kills a kid's mom and dad. The kid goes on a vengeance rampage to get the guy over 20 years. Get to the end, the kid finally faces the bad guy, and he goes to kill the guy. But guess what? The guy's the kid's brother. And because the guy killed his mom and dad, because the mom and dad pushed the big brother aside for the younger kid. So they're brothers the whole time because, family. It's like, of course they're related, Hollywood.
Look, that's Empire's fault.
Spoiler alert, by the way, everybody. It is Empire's fault, and it's just bad writing. Like,
everybody relies on that trope nowadays.
I hate it. I hate it so much. So seeing this and like, they better not be related. And he's like, no, that was just a bad person to your family, and you want revenge. That makes sense. They don't have to be related. That makes sense. Anyway, tie right over. Sorry.
And then Van Cleef murders the bad guy.
Goddamn right he does.
And a shootout.
Fuck yeah.
And he takes the watch, because he has his own watch. Now he has both watches. Avenge his sister's death. And he's like, all right, Clint, guess what? You can have all the bounty, because that's all I really wanted.
Oh.
And he's like, and it's like, okay. So and he starts loading bodies on it and starts counting it. He missed one. He kills him. So because we got to get Clint give some final thing here. And this movie was really about Van Cleef, not about him. And that's fine. It was great. But, we had to give him, and Clint goes away with like $27,000 worth of dead bodies in his truck. And I assume he goes and retires somewhere.
What's the movie take place?
What do you mean?
It's the Old West. So what time period do you think this movie takes place?
1830s?
Let's say, I'm Googling right now. So yeah, that's right. It's after the Civil War. So when was the Civil War? So the film containing their 1872. So you said $20,000, right?
Oh yeah, that's a lot of money. That's why I said $27,000.
1897, did I say?
1872.
Sorry, 72.
I thought it was early 1800s, but I guess it would be later 1800s for the Western.
That's not much. It's only about $463,000. It's a lot of money. I'm wrong. I'm thinking millions now. It's like about $463,000.
And inflation.
Yes.
But $463,000 in 1862 would be the equivalent of having billions of dollars.
No. I'm saying this means that today's prices. Oh, I get what you're saying.
Yeah. You see what I'm saying?
I get. God, Jesus Christ.
You gotta think. 50 cents was a lot of money back in that day.
You're right. God, you can imagine. Whew, to be a bounty hunter back then. We go back in time now. Well, there were black cowboys back then, so I could have done it. Most cowboys are black or some other kind of color. Anyways, so yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah. What were you saying?
I'm saying you get your rant out.
I'm good. I'm sorry.
Well, yeah, that's it. The movie ends on I guess, a happy note.
Yeah.
So he goes and I guess he retires, and that's it. Yep. The movie ends.
Yep, they both go in the sunset their own ways, and that's it.
The only other thing I wanted to mention is the opening was it was cool, but it was still a little long.
Oh, it was really long. That's why I was surprised you said the soundtrack. That opening was super long, DJ.
Yeah, no, once we got past that.
Where life had no value, death sometimes had its price.
Yeah, well,
that's why bounty killers.
Just a long, far distance shots of a guy riding a horse until he gets shot, and it's just and then but this is all the credits are right there in the beginning instead of the end, so it's like. And when the movie says the end, it just stops.
Yep.
So.
Like the good old days, man. But yeah, solid movie, TJ. Solid movie.
Yeah,
I'm glad
we watched it.
Yeah, I'm glad we're continuing the series. I'm glad they hold up. They really, for movies that came out in the '60s, they hold up.
Well, yeah, but I find that older movies tend to hold up better.
Yes, I do. I always have agreed with that. Yeah.
So. I would rather watch a movie from anywhere from the 40s. I don't even say the 20s, from the 20s to up to about the 70s, than a movie from the last 2 decades.
Oh, I hate. Because it sounds snobby saying that, but I agree. I watched, I say this all the time. I probably said it earlier in the podcast. My sister and I showed my sister Casablanca a month or 2 ago, and she watched it for the first time, and it just still holds up. It's a good movie. That movie came out, 40s, I think, or some shit?
40s, I think.
Yeah. It holds up still. This Nazi era movie holds up. So good. I think it's because visually they kind of hold up in that sense, and
Well, no, I think
stories are better.
I think the problem is Hollywood they don't make timeless movies.
No, they make content now.
That's exactly what it is. They just make the same old content over and over again.
It's content, and it's like, how can we sell this for profitability? Let's not do entertaining shit as like riveting, thought-provoking shit. No, content.
Yeah, like, I mean, if you've watched a movie, like, I'm not saying like all movies in the last 2 decades are bad, no. But if you watch like a bad movie from the last 2 decades, they're like they're garbage. But whereas you watch what would be known as a bad movie from those times, it wouldn't be bad in the same way. It would still be timeless in a way. You know what I mean?
Yes. It'll still be some kind of charm to it.
Yes.
And maybe that's like a nostalgia thing or whatever you want to say about it. But
after, a movie from 10 years ago should be nostalgic to us.
You would think so, yeah. But no, it's just bad.
But they're not. Something was lost.
Yeah. I think it's because Hollywood became a studio system, like it just became part of capitalism. Whereas back in the day, it was so new and young, and it's like, let's do something different, guys.
Yeah, now no one wants to do anything new. There's nothing original anymore.
I don't want to say that, but it does feel like that a lot. At least the things that are pushed to your face are, because there's so much shit now. You really have to dive deep to find the creative new shit. But even then,
yeah. Well, we didn't rate it yet.
Oh. I almost pushed end, TJ. You're lucky you said that. Wow. So, yeah. That's all being said. Who's going to rate this first? You or me?
I did last time.
Yeah, it feels like you did, didn't you? So I think I give the last one a 7, right? Mm-hmm. So I'm going to this one's easily better. So I'm going to give this an 8. I probably might retroactively give this next one an 8 and this a 9, depending on how I feel with the next one. But this is a good movie, so I think this is an 8 for sure. I don't have much to complain about anything at all in this movie.
I actually want to give this movie a 10.
Wow. Wow.
I do. I really do. I really liked it that much.
I know the fact that you were praising the soundtrack is like the score is saying something.
Like I really liked it. And like in my like I said when I gave Captain America a 10.
Yeah.
10s from me is what I think this genre of movie should be.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
Wow.
And I think I'm at a 10, but I think I'm going to do the same thing as you and give it a 9.
Yeah, until next week, right?
Yeah, because I want to see if next week is... Yeah, because if Good and the Bad and the Ugly is better than this, it's going to be an amazing movie.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? But it might not be.
Yeah.
So...
Like, nostalgia-wise, I remember the movies getting better and better, so I remember liking The Good and the Bad and the Ugly more. But I gotta wait. I think it's not fair giving... I mean, you can have more than 1, 9, or 10, right? So...
Yeah, you don't need one. It's got to live up to that standard.
Yes.
That it elicits.
You know, I might give this a 9 as well. I'm gonna give this a 9 as well because this is at least a 9. And I might give The Good and the Bad and the Ugly a 10. I might give this a 10 next week. Who knows? I think I'm on the same bar as you, honestly. This as well. It's a really good story.
Yeah, I really like this movie.
No, it's a very, very good movie.
All right.
Okay, see you, egg suckers.
Bye.